Okay, so I'm in the work truck and I usually have Saturdays off, but today I had to come into work to change a motor out for one of the conveyor belts. Long story short, they gave me the wrong motor at first. I got the right motor. Now I came in to install that motor. The brand new motor, brand new in the box, doesn't work. It's short. I found out the long and hard way after diagnosing other things and trying to throw other parts at it. So made me have to come in today. They drop shipped a package with the new motor and it's the wrong motor. So to be continued Monday, but whatever. Doing what I can to keep everything in operation. So I had to forsake the cruise today that everybody else in GPE is going to be on, and I couldn't find the axles for my DSM, so I couldn't work on my car Friday after work, and that left my car still not running because I just don't want to drive on those bad axles in the back. I already know it's gonna do something bad. So in spite of going on the cruise, I'm here. I drove out of town to my boy Franky's house and help him with his car. He's having a dilemma, so let's go see what he's working on. Oh yeah, the work truck all day, man. Yeah, it's cool. So this is my boy Franky here, man. We got you. This is Franky.
What's up?
And he's got a project car in here that it's the brakes, it's the rear brakes. So he had stock drum kit, and now, oh, that's a sweet bike too. That's your bike?
No.
Oh, who's that? That's Dulce's bike?
Yeah.
Is it? Drill.
Yeah.
His sister's got that bike. Look at that. That thing is sweet. So yeah, we got the 8.6. 8.6. From here, I'm almost look like Dayton's from the angle. But no, this thing is sweet. This is the drift monster right here. We're gonna have to get this car up and running, and I could be a passenger in it and interview you on all the fun times you had on this. What is this, stock motor? Is this the 20 valve?
No, it's actually the stock carburetor motor.
Okay, because it's the SR5. It's not the GTS, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's just fully rebuilt, just fully stocked too.
Look at that.
There
You
go.
fry an egg on that thing.
Little.
It looks good though, man. Especially, I mean, you got the little bit of rust because it's obviously been sitting out. That's just where the water collects in there.
Yeah, 34 years old.
30
years old.
30-year-old car, man. See?
84, yeah.
Keep them clean though. It's on some flats. It's all good though. We're showing it some love. So we got the rear brake. So you were able to roll it back in. You were able to roll it.
Oh shoot! I didn't even notice it got flat.
It's all good.
Yeah.
So slow leaks.
Yeah.
So what he has is drum brakes came stock on the SR5, and you got a disc brake conversion kit, and the conversion plates to mount the Willwood calipers.
Yeah.
They're not working. So I have a background in AutoCAD and drafting, so if I need to mock up a plate to fit at the right offset, then we're going to do what we can, because trying to go to a machine shop or do anything's out of the question for them just to make two plates. Plus, they were aluminum, right?
Yep.
They're aluminum, and you want to mount the there is no viewfinder on that thing. That's the only thing that kills me on this one. I want to get one with a viewfinder. So the only thing is, I don't know how much experience people have with brakes, but mounting a brake caliper on an aluminum plate isn't the best idea. It's lightweight, but you'd rather have steel. All brake components should be steel, in my opinion, from my mechanical background, because my alternator bracket for my motor on a conversion kit came with an aluminum plate to hold it on, and the vibration and friction of that makes it snap. And you're going to be drifting this thing, right?
Eventually, yeah.
He's saying that he's gonna be Franky's gonna be drifting this, so he's gonna be yanking it, and it's gonna have the hydraulic brake on there, and all that force and friction and stopping power on an aluminum plate, either one, because you have steel bolts going to mount it, is going to aug out and oval the holes, the mounting holes. That's the experience I had too on some things mounted to aluminum. You have steel on aluminum. The steel is always going to win. or just the friction and the vibration and the torque of the brake couldn't snap that plate. Let me give you a walk around on this. I don't know what the brand wheels on this thing are, but it's looking good. He's got a little bit of body work, needs a little bit of rust, but still clean. I'd take it. Maybe I could bug him enough and sell it to me, huh? Got the cracked dash. It's all good. Heat damage. Some cracked vinyl work. Everybody goes door cards with these anyway. No interior, no roof, I mean. But it's clean though. I mean, it's not all. If you take off all the panels, you don't see any internal dents and Bondo work. Looks good though. Thing's sweet. Check all fluids weekly. So that's the brake disc, I guess. He's trying to convert. I'm not familiar with the brake disc conversion from a drum kit, but I talked to a few buddies. I talked to my boy Jose. He's familiar with it too, and he has the 86 as well. So, sure, you 86 fans out there know exactly what's up. And he used to have a Mark IV Supra. Those are the last remnant of a Mark IV. Is just the wheels. You didn't wreck it, did you? It didn't wreck. The Mark IV didn't wreck, did it? You just sold it?
Sold it.
Yeah, but you didn't have the turbo one.
I had turbo.
It was a turbo?
I had turbo.
Turbo Mark IV, man. But it was like
NAT.
okay. It was the NA that you put a turbo on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, he's a wrencher. He's a low key wrencher. Okay. About that power tool life though, right?
Cool.
Get it on here.
Mm-hmm.
We mess up on camera. Gotta have it one hand. Okay, right here. I need to extend. There it is. Put the extension back on. Okay, Ed. There we go. Nope, no, let's not tighten it. NASCAR pit stop, I am not. We lost the race, man. Whoa, look how light those wheels are. Aluminum. Okay. Now, this is the problem we're running into. He has the plate. Oh, so I'm glad you still have it all on. And he's rubbing into his outer disc. So it's all but done. The only problem is this plate the offset's wrong, right?
Correct.
So you have a conversion for the brake lines too?
Yep.
And that was all pre-done. So you hook it into the existing line. And this is like, okay. So this is all kind of new territory to me.
Yeah, I ended up cutting up the brake line itself and got the flaring toolkit and flared it.
Okay.
Shorter.
Looks good. You did the bends on it too?
Yeah, with the bends.
With a bender. Oh, look at that. That looks stock. Good job.
Okay.
Okay, so you got the wheel wood, but it's rubbing into this. So your initial thought was to machine that down.
And that's what I did.
You did have him take it out. Wow, it is a step. If you can't see that, there is a step. He had it machined down to as low as they were comfortable as doing, right? Because if they went any lower, then you don't want your disc to fall off. So
structural
yes,
integrity.
yeah, so it'll shear off. Yep, you don't want to go any lower than that. This kind of stinks though, because it looks like his caliper and his brake pad is rubbing into it. So that's definitely the fault of this adapter plate. It kind of stinks. So we're gonna take it off and figure out what we can do. Okay, we got the brake off, we got the disc off, we got the caliper off. It's off to the angle, it's held in place. He has the shims and the long grade 8 bolts for it. It has the e-brake front plate. So this kit came with 4 of these plates.
Yes, you can.
Problem is that if you see the wear in there, is no bueno. It's the wear. in there. So what I did, I took the plate off. I don't know if we should show the name or not, but that guy stands behind his product, so he says that it's the right one, and he has what, 10,000 that he sent out. 10,000 for the. Well, anyway, this isn't a. Not trying to flame any one company or not, but it should be plug and play, and it's not. So what I'm doing is tracing this plate on some scratch sheet of paper to see if we mirror it, flip it around, if it's the same. But I'm seeing where the holes are, that it's not. That it's not the same going forward to back. So, and these are threaded. These holes here are threaded. So that's the point that we need to. If I do make another plate for you, I'd have to have them pre-tapped in the correct location to hold the brake caliper on, or else you'd have to through bolt it and put a nut on the other side, which might conflict with might be a conflict with your with the clearance from the rotor.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, so that's that. And we're just making a good mock-up, right? That's all that matters. Right, so we go there. Yay! Let's flip it and see. See, it's off. See if I match up those two holes? It's off. So that means the pitch is different. So if you have it on there and you flip it, it should bring maybe the caliper away just a little bit more. Maybe. Okay. It can bring the caliper just away just a little bit more. And we'll see. Let's just see.
Okay.
But you said you already did it, though.
Yes.
In both ways, it still rubbed. Probably one way rubs worse
Yes.
than the other. And this is probably the way we're going to put it on. It's going to rub worse. Maybe. We'll see. And I already tried to look at this plate there. This is different. So there's no option in putting, just in case anybody says, why don't we try doing that plate to there. They are definitely, without even drawing a trace, different. So let's see. Since we know forward and backwards is definitely a different offset, let's see what we do and put it all back on, if that'll work. Okay, here with Frankie, and we've done all the math, and I used the calipers. Problem is that brake disc has too much hub on the outside, and it's running into this, as we've already said. But the mounting plate's not wrong, because the outer edge of the brake disc is meeting right at the edge of the disc. So if I were to make another bracket, it would make it off, where it would make the edge of the brake pads hang off the edge of the brake disc, and that's no bueno. You want to even pressure for the whole brake pad. When you mount the rotor on, it is so far out around this hub, it just has a ton of hub. Anyway, the previous brake rotor he bought, the inner diameter is too small, so when you try to mount it on, it didn't work. So if anybody had experience with this, a SR5 rear drum brake to disc brake conversion, he's already done a whole ton of research. He can't be the only person with this problem, having this rubbing issue. It's ridiculous. So it's still in the works, trying to figure out how to get it to work, and he's pretty much convinced that he's got to go back to just the stock drum brakes again for now, just to get it rolling. So to be continued, and I'll give you guys an update on that. Let's continue to the cruise, see what the fellas are doing with the cruise. Peace.
What's up, everybody? We're out here in San Pablo, about to go for a cruise. This guy's here, and why don't you tell us about what you did to your car recently?
I did a thing.
You did a thing?
I did a thing.
What did you do?
It's kind of big.
rocking hashtag Big Wayne Gang.
Big Wayne.
Yeah, bought it off one of my friends in San Francisco. He was parting out his car, so.
That piano wire?
Piano wire.
No. Ah, yes.
Oh, yeah.
That harp.
It's really bigger than I expected.
Yeah.
It's still cool. It's fun. Plus, even if I get rid of the car, I can save it for another car.
There you go. Finally got a wing. This guy.
Charles himself.
So, tell us about your car. How much horsepower does it have?
86.5.
No, just 86.
Wait, does it have that low though? Does it have that low? Oh, it's tucked. It's tucked. Oh. Let me show me the angle though. How much angle you got?
Not that much.
Oh.
But
All
I
right.
got that torque, though.
That torque. Oh, okay. Let's see what you got. Meep, meep, meep.